Well, 2019 is officially here. And with it comes that long list of resolutions we promise ourselves each new year. Maybe it's to lose weight. Maybe it's to stop smoking. Finish that degree. Get your dream job. These are, of course, very admirable resolutions to pursue. But this new year, we here at Blue Artists want to encourage you to focus those resolutions on the growth and success of your business. Hi, I'm John Marble, and this is Build Your Difference.
This is Build Your Difference, a podcast created by Blue Artists, a brand platform with one goal: to help great visionaries like you build impressive brands. Every month, we'll bring you insightful tips, knowledge, and compelling stories from successful entrepreneurs and the Blue Artists team on how to create and to market a winning brand that does more than just launch a new product or service. It starts an ongoing conversation. Because you're not just making a brand, you're making a difference. Let's start building.
This month, we're talking about resolutions. Now, if you're anything like me, you probably have a hard time committing to those resolutions, right? The goals we set for ourselves sound admirable and quite possible to achieve. But as always happens, especially in my case, life takes over and the promises you made to yourself have to go by the wayside. But is there a way that you can commit to these resolutions and see them through? Better yet, is there a way that these resolutions can help benefit your business? Think about where you are at professionally and where you'd like to be as we start the new year. What is your business lacking? Where does it need improvement? A recent article from Ibis Studio, a web design service out of Coral Gables, Florida, provides a list and thoughts on 10 New Year's resolutions every entrepreneur should consider. For this episode, we'll be focusing on 5 of those 10 that I personally have found to be crucially important: finances, health, social media, learning, and your why. Of course, you can find a link to the article in the show notes, where you can read about the other 5 resolutions. Number 1. Comprehend your finances. To ensure the success of your business, you need to be sure that you have all your ducks in a row when it comes to your finances. If you've had issues of debt hanging over your head in 2018, then make a concentrated effort to pay off that debt in 2019. After all, debt, particularly unpaid, poorly managed debt, can bring your personal credit down, which in turn can make getting a business loan very difficult. For us entrepreneurs, a business loan can be the pot of gold we need to make that leap from freelancer to legitimate business. So it's to your advantage to get a hold on your finances. As the IBIS article points out, sure, it's a good idea to have an accountant, but don't simply rely on your accountant to handle those finances. At the end of the day, it's your business, so make sure that you're on top of it in all aspects, finances included. Number 2. Your health comes first. Working for yourself can have so many perks. The biggest one being, you're working for yourself. But we all learn pretty quickly that working for yourself can have its drawbacks. And one of those is no more benefits. If you were lucky enough to have an employer who provided you with health care, and you had a cold or the flu, then your employer-sponsored insurance essentially covered the cost of your treatment. You might have even had paid sick days. But what about if you own your own business? Well, now, you have to cover the cost of your own health insurance. Getting sick? You can say goodbye to those paid sick days. As entrepreneurs, if we're not working, we're not getting paid. So start off 2019 with a commitment to stay healthy. Be selective about what you eat. Get out of that chair and get out and about. And perhaps most important, get proper sleep. Number 3. Time to get social. Now, this is one I've been struggling with lately myself. I'm not as active these days on social media as I should be. I suppose I'm a little old-fashioned in this regard. What can I say? I guess I prefer sitting across from someone during a conversation. But, like it or not, businesses are increasingly relying on social media, be it Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or YouTube, to connect with their customers, clients, fans, and colleagues. If you want to give your business a chance to succeed, you'll need to find a way to incorporate social media into your platform and business model. Most of us already have a personal profile on Facebook, so maybe start the new year by launching your first Twitter or Instagram account, and make it a goal to start connections with like-minded individuals and industry insiders. Number 4. Keep learning. Here's a bit of truth for you. No matter how successful you become, no matter how much you know about your business, there will always be more to learn. Openness to learning will help keep you ahead of the competition. Sure, it's a lot easier to say to yourself, why should I learn this or that program when the one I currently use is working just fine and I know it like the back of my hand? But this approach risks you falling behind of constantly changing trends. Take a look at the programs and procedures you currently use in your business. Is there an upgrade to the program that you've put off downloading? Maybe there's a new program altogether. Is there a new method of achieving those deliverables for your clients that you've hesitated to implement because it would force you out of your comfort zone? Let 2019 be that year when you take that leap towards growing your business. Number 5. Remember why you started in the first place. Do you remember the feeling you had when you finally decided to pursue your own business? What about that feeling when you landed your first client or received that first payment for services rendered? We all have different reasons and moments that compelled us to start a business. And when things are going well, it's easy to remember those moments. But when times are tough, we can get overwhelmed. We might start to doubt success and wonder if this is all worth it. If you're coming to the close of 2018 with feelings of doubt about the future of your business, then work on starting 2019 by taking time to remember why you started in the first place. Find that moment, because by holding on to it, you'll be that much more likely to survive moments of slow growth and poor sales. None of this is to say you should tackle these resolutions without doing your due diligence. It does you no good to approach this with pie-in-the-sky mentality. In a 2017 article by Rich McEachran titled, "Are New Year's Resolutions an Entrepreneur's Worst Enemy?" consultant Peter Fleming is quoted urging entrepreneurs to do their research, be clear about what it is you intend to accomplish with your resolutions, and touching on a topic we've spoken about, he states, and I quote, "Just make sure your resolution is a SMART goal. that is specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-framed. The possibilities of resolutions are endless, but if you're having trouble coming up with your own resolutions, think back to some of our previous guests and the advice they've given us from their experience. Guests like Blue Artist design producer Brittany Walters.
And if you don't feel that you have the skills for design, or you're not a very creative person, whatever you put together, it just needs to be consistent across all of your materials. Whatever logo you use, however you position it or place it, or whatever colors you decide to use, or whatever font you decide you use or have access to. Sure, a more experienced design eye might be able to help you to align that a bit differently so that it's more pleasing to the eye, or you get into color theory and psychology and all of that. But before even getting into all those intimidating things, it's really just be consistent with your visual decisions.
Digital media developer Alex Wolfgram.
I would really recommend offering to write free content for as many sites as you possibly can initially, and doing this while you potentially have another side job or a job that you're hoping maybe transfer out of. But literally, that's how I did it, because thinking, okay, how do I shift from something as weird as political / kind of diplomatic studies and Chinese, whatever, into this other complete realm of digital marketing? That's exactly how I did it. But you're essentially taking on a second personal degree, if you want to call it that, and slowly shifting out of that by doing what I just mentioned, just self-study. And then for me, just wanting to approach a lot of people and say, hey, can I write for you? I'll do it for free, and anything you need. And reaching out to different sites, and just, because most people have to pay for content. And so if you ever see content writer positions available on their page, just say, hey, I see that you need 15 hours a week and you need this. I'll do it for free, because I'm a writer. I have my own blogs. You can check to see that the quality and so forth. But I need this. And so if someone else is more qualified than me, I'll take it. And just being really, really persistent and active in your approach to do it. And eventually you're going to find something. Someone will take you up on a free offer as long as you have some evidence.
Actress and author Lorraine Chesley.
I think journaling is an excellent way to just get out your thoughts. So I say, if you can journal at least 10 minutes a day, I think that is just a great practice to do, especially for writers, because then you can and it doesn't have to be about any topic. It can just be about whatever you want. I think there's a freedom in that and creativity. And also when it comes to religion and stuff, take a step back. Sometimes you need, clarity. And the only way to do that is to take, a focused break. And that's kind of, I did it in college, I think out of rebellion, honestly, because I was like, I'm over it. I'm not going to church every Sunday. I refuse to have to be forced to do something that I just don't like or believe. Circle back, 7 years later or whenever, and I was like, okay, I feel ready. So sometimes you just need a little break and have, some time with you. And it doesn't mean I didn't stop believing. I always knew that there was God and there was a higher power. I always believed in that. But I think sometimes you just need to take a couple steps back, breathe, and then go, back in and find something that feels, just kind of organic to you, whether it's being out in nature, feeling, God's presence, whether it's journaling for 10 minutes somewhere else, in a park. But I feel like taking a break is really healthy.
And actress, minister, and author Shay Scott Edwards.
Have an urgency about getting your story out there. Tell your story now, tomorrow is not promised. And with that urgency, just put some time into it every day, or a couple times a week. Just keep putting one foot in front of the other, and keep writing down your ideas and keep putting it together. And it will come together as long as you keep putting the effort towards it. But just know your worth, know your voice matters, and someone needs to hear it. And they need to hear it fast, so just feel that urgency and just get it done.
Their advice would make great ideas for resolutions for your business. If you're looking for a fresh start If you're finally ready to take that leap and embark on a long-held business dream or goal, then now, here at the start of 2019, is the time. As we start the new year, the team here at Blue Artist is excited about the possibilities that lie ahead, and we hope that you'll continue to join us on this amazing adventure. There's a lot happening in 2019, so be sure and keep your eyes and ears open to some exciting new developments coming this spring. I'm John Marble, and this has been Build Your Difference. And on behalf of everyone here at Blue Artists, Happy New Year.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Build Your Difference. If you'd like to learn more about how Blue Artists can help you develop a distinguished brand that inspires and engages a growing audience, then please visit us at www.blue-artist.com and be sure and subscribe to our monthly podcast for the latest tips and trends in brand development and marketing. And remember, you're not just making a brand, you're making a difference. Start building yours today.